Hey everybody, how are you? I hope you're doing great. And I've got a lot of positive feedback on the baby shower gifts for either a shower or just to give for a baby. Now, I could kick myself because when I did my baby showers for my daughter, for both of her kids, for London I did a prince theme, and for Everly I did a princess theme. Did not tape either one. So what I do have is I have a lot of pictures, and I think what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to do a voiceover with some of the pictures. So basically you're just going to hear me talking about what I did, but at least you can see it. Now, I do have a couple things because I made multiples of certain things. Now my daughter has all the gifts that I made for Everly. Making gifts for little girls is a lot easier than boys for me. I don't know why. I mean, I can make blankets and things like that, but as we go into the showing you what I did for the baby shower, especially for Everly, you'll see what I mean, but I'll still be able to at least show you pictures. I do have a couple things, so I'm going to show you now. And again, I will talk about it in the video that I do, and that will be a part of my baby shower series. I made each table one of these pumpkins, okay? And her theme was Cinderella, but it wasn't Cinderella in the way you would think as far as like a birthday party, you know, the real Cinderella Disneyland. It had elements of Cinderella, meaning the pumpkin carriage, and other things that you'll see as we go along. Oh, there's one other thing I want to get to. Okay, so what I did is I just took a pattern from a pumpkin for fall, and I got white material, and then I got the flat back pearls, and then I got the flowers that are at Hobby Lobby in the wedding section, and I put those on with some tulle, and then I put it on with a candle holder from Dollar Tree, and then I made the wheels out of wire. And when we get into the series, I'll find out what the gauge was, and it was pretty easy to form. And then what we did is we put this in with a bunch of baby's breath and little tiny pink roses. It was gorgeous. So this is what I did there. And then I made, I never remember, it's Gus and who, I don't know. I always ask my daughter, who was the other one? And then I had these all over the place. And again, I wanted elements of Cinderella, but not Cinderella herself. So made that. Okay, so then I made this pink pillow out of satin, and then I got the little tiny rosettes, and those were from Joann's, and I glued them onto the pillow, and then the pillow sat, and again you'll see pictures because I do have pictures of the shower. Actually, I have a lot of pictures, so that's why I'm going to try to do a montage voiceover. And I put a crown on each pillow, and they sat, and the crown sat next to the pumpkin, and then we had our little mice next to that. It was beautiful. I have to say, it turned out so exactly what I wanted. What I did is I had, let me get this back up there. I had this dress form, and this was from Michael's years ago. And I just took a piece of that weft ribbon that you can get from Hobby Lobby, and I sewed it, no, I tied. So I took this weft piece and I sewed that to the dress form, and then I tied each piece of tulle onto the little hole until they were completely tied on where you couldn't tie them anymore to make it really full. And then I glued, as you can see, those little rosettes that you get from Hobby Lobby in the spool in the fabric section. I glued those all the way around. And then I took 2 birds that I had from Christmas, and I had ribbon coming out of their mouth like they're making the dress. And then for the little tiara, whatever you want to call it, I took a piece of wire, wrapped it up with lace, and then glued all of those little, the little lace ribbon, whatever you want to call it, the rosettes, all the way around. And then I tied the back of it with pink ribbon. And this is big. And this was outside as well. So those are a couple of the things that I was able to keep and I wanted to show you. But like I said, I will get all the pictures together and do more like a montage and walk you through some of the things. But you can do some really cute things, and for a boy too. Oh my gosh. Wait till you see some of the pictures that I did for London for a prince. Oh, it turned out so cute, you guys. So I want to share that with you guys too. So if any of you are interested in doing a shower for a boy, like for a prince, or a little girl baby shower for a princess, this might give you some ideas. So until we get into that video, I just want to tell you thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of my YouTube family. And remember, the world's a better place because you're in it. Don't ever forget that. Talk to you soon, guys. Bye. Here's the candy table, and I had all kinds of apothecary jars with pink candies, and I made the bouquet in the background that you can see kind of sticking up, and the cake had a crystal carriage on it. It was so pretty, and there were also different pictures of her and her husband with sugar cookies, with the picture on the sugar cookies. Really, really turned out pretty. So, and then I tied tulle all around the table, pink and white tulle. And the apothecary jars had royal treat on it from my Cricut that we had glass soda pop bottles and white tulle tied into bows, and pink and white straws that were so cute with it. Here is a fresh strawberry tree that I put together on styrofoam, and they could dip it in white chocolate. My little mice, my helpers, and everyone signed something to her on this paper for the baby. And then here this personalized sign from Shindigs. Adorable. And here's another picture of it on the lawn in the front, welcoming everyone. And then this I made with my Cricut as well, and I put it on one of those flag holders, and that was made with my Cricut. I love doing things that are personalized. Again, this is from Shindigs, water bottles with her name on the water bottles, Little Princess Everly. And another one, and this is her ultrasound, and I had it made into a banner. Over here is what I was telling you about with the baby's breath and the pink roses with the mice and the pillow and the crown, and baby's breath turned out beautiful. And then this is where Dacia sat, and you'll see a close-up of that in a minute. It turned out very, very pretty. And this was a saying, I couldn't get close enough to let you know, but it was a letter from the baby to everyone. This I also made with my Cricut, Who's the Fairest of Them All, with another pumpkin, the pumpkin I got from Shindigs. And this is just another picture of one of the tables that everyone sat at, and it was a light blush pink tablecloth. And then this pumpkin was from Shindigs. It was wrought iron, and I just put some more of the baby's breath and the little pink roses into that one. This was Dacia's table that she sat at and where she opened up her gifts. Very, very pretty. I was very pleased with it. And just another view of the table with the banner that I had made with Everly's ultrasound, which someday I'm sure that she'll love that. And then these CD covers I made with my big shots, and that had music in it, different lullabies and different songs that Dacia liked. And everyone went home with one of those, as well as a glass slipper keychain. And here are my mice again. They were a big help that day. You know what? They were everywhere everyone looked. The box is covered with scrapbook paper and little frames that she could put her picture in, on top, all kinds of embellishments. And this I made so Everly could put the most prized possessions into this memory box as she grows. I found this little snippet. Hope I don't make you dizzy, but I'm just showing here different views of what I did. And those on the sides are all frames that her picture could be put in. And some little shoes and little flowers, and I put lace all around it and little rosettes and a frame so she could put a picture into it as well. This was a little paper mache carriage, and I covered it all in lace and different scrapbook paper having to do with princesses, and it had like 5 different pages, and I used a lot of shabby chic lace, roses. Really turned out cute. And in the front you can see her ultrasound picture, and this is just another picture of the memory box. And up close it has that little carriage that you can see in the pewter. Here's another picture of the little princess carriage I made her. And I made pockets that you can see that you can write something in or put pictures in, and that has her name, Everly. So now here's a picture of our little Everly when she was born. And there she is the day she came home. And that's Brother waiting, seeing Mom and Dad bringing her upstairs. Here she is at a year old. And she is quite the comedian. And here she is last Christmas. Hope you enjoyed. Now I'll show you some pictures with music.